a little bit interesting. The Yoga even opted to go for an early Bloodlust level up. So just going for some right-click laning build, apparently.
All right, up here we are going to have an initiation coming in. The Impale does connect. Fenrir could be in some trouble there as Burning goes through. Do they have the raw right-click damage? That is going to be the first blood as Burning able to finish that off with that Arc Lightning. And H2O just has to sit back and let it happen. So unfortunately, they do drop their Coddle, but he went for the point in Mana Leak, so...
Time Rock isn't going to be effective because you use it, you will mitigate like maybe 1 or 2 ticks of the damage from the Ignite, but it ticks like, what, 8 times or something like that, so...
Well, we're going to have a first chrono of the game here. Old Lanham getting caught out. The arrow actually going to be off the mark. Old Chicken walks into the chrono, wanting to go into HYM. Should be able to get the kill there. There is going to be the Starstorm double proc hitting on him, and now Lanham is going to be nice and healthy there. Got the Soul Rip. Will he live through this? He pops out the Tombstone, does go down, but still leaves that little skull up there to be remembered by the Illuminate. Does connect here, but it looks like the... Chemical Rage might be a little bit too much to go through as, okay, we are going to have the neutral creeps being cleaned up. Mirana getting kind of low. Pain coming back in. No mana for anything. Here's going to be called Illuminating from the high ground, and that's going to be all of EHOME except the Undying getting out, but they force out a Void Chrono and end up taking out the Void in the end. Meanwhile, we're not done here. Carapace popped out. Old 11 wants more. Sprays out that hot garbage once again. Looking for the kill onto the Bug. No Vendetta to come away from this. Meanwhile, Mirana able to go back on in, reinitiate and get the kill on the Lion. And there's going to be that Ignites popped out once again. Old 11 knows no fear here. Up against the Chemical Raged Alchemist, they should be able to get a kill. They will be able to do so with that Keeper of the Light 1 point in Illuminate. It does enough work, so in the end, it's going to be a 2 for 2. But getting down the Void Alchemist is much more valuable. Oh, Lion went down too. Didn't see that one.
Yeah, they also contested a lot of that stack from the Alchemist, which is like, that was his comeback mechanic. That was like his way to get a little bit of farm going. He's going to be getting a lot of farm his way, but he's still going to be sitting behind the Nagasar in terms of net worth. He's going to be pretty much the same as Mirana as well.
Fenrir may have overstayed his welcome here. There is going to be a bash up onto Old 11. Dire Courier flying through. That could be pretty dangerous, but Impale juked out. Earth Spike connects, so one of those little rock piles is going to connect onto the Geyser, and Keeper of the Light does end up falling. But Old Chicken back in the picture. They bring in that arrow. It does connect here. They do pop out the Carapace. The Pain going to be going in. Do they have the Starstorm on Mirana? It's not going to be valued just yet. Old Chicken looking for maybe some sort of getaway. HYM, no chrono, and they know that. Vendetta up next. Looks like there's no detection up just yet. And I mean, this is now the start of the brawl. EHOME got their green light, and they're ready to fight.
Honestly, this is like the old 11 show. You can see this guy. He's not even going to die from this.
I mean, Caster's cursed, dude.
Okay, he actually died.
Actually, Mad King, seriously, if you hadn't have said that, he would have been totally fine.
Yeah, I should have shut up. Sue's coming in doing the damage, but in the end, like, still, Ogre's is such one lane where you fight against the Faceless Void. The Ogre's going to be able to do so much work, and he's just...
Oh, Chrono here, connecting onto 2, but indecision! HYM, make up your mind, as there will be a leap away from the Mirana. She's still alive. There will be a leap back in. Old Chicken looking to turn things. Starstorm going in. Lanham will pay with his life on the back lines. We do have the Mirana coming back on in. She's going to be big. She's got that Bloodlust running for a couple more seconds, juking around the trees, playing with this Void. They're bringing the Keeper of the Light as well. Mana Leak got the HYM. He's going to be leaping off some damage on the back lines. He got the Nyx Assassin able to pick off Ogre Magi. Now Old Chicken could be in a little bit of trouble. They bring in the Coddle, going in with that Illuminate. Now HYM does have that Time Walk available, so not able to fully engage on this. Might have to play a little bit safe. Again, meanwhile, Naga still farming. So no matter what goes down here, it's not the worst thing in the world. You got your position 1 still going in. Mirana takes a finger right to the back of the tail. Still alive right now. Is able to go through and TP up. They may have to sacrifice the Keeper of the Light, but at least their core gets out safely. And that's going to be an unstoppable streak coming out from the Nyx Assassin. Not able to go through and cancel any TPs, but Lanham, big old flesh golem boy, really wants to find something out of this. I mean, he got a bit too trigger happy with that Tombstone, but at least stopping the fight in its tracks.
Yeah, that was actually a 1-5 for the side of Vici Gaming as well. Obviously, they committed Chronosphere, but they got the Overkill, they got the Undying kill. They lost 1 hero before that, I believe. But
being successful, again, Alk, he doesn't even have Relic Gold at this point. We're 13 minutes in. Sometimes we've seen Alks with completed Radiance at this point, and there's going to be an arrow coming through. Won't clip onto anyone. Moonlight Shadow will expire now. There's going to be a big clip here. HYM does not have ulti. There's going to be a big Impale coming back on through line with the Earth Spike to finish off the Undying. Looks like they want to go in for HYM. He's able to time walk off a little bit of damage, but he's still burning. Should end up going down. No deny to neutrals now. And Old 11, he's going back in, has that Fire Blast ready to go, but it looks like the remaining 2 heroes on Vici going to be backing off. Meanwhile, Alk is able to put a little bit of pressure onto the mid lane, but nothing too huge. EHOME, they get the better of that fight by a long haul. We're not even done. All right, Zeus goes in. He's going to drop the base there onto Keeper of the Light. So Keeper of the Light once again falling down. There will be the Carapace arrow. So Old Chicken taking a little bit of damage there. Old 11 has to back off, getting kind of low there. Up. He's got his tombstone to drop. Moonlight Shadow coming back in as there is going to be some sneak copping in. There is going to be the sentry ward drop down. There's going to be the ultimate coming out. Naga's singing though. Looks like they want to go for a reset here. They don't want to completely give up. HYM hops into the song. There is going to be the arrow. Will connect onto the Lion on the back line. That Starstorm doing so much work. Old Chicken may pay with her life for this, but that's all right. She got done what she needed to get done here. They drop out the neck onto DXM. He's got that chemical rage. Old 11. He's still up. He's still fighting. He's got himself a stun if he needs to. Lanham sitting there. Time dilation doing its work. We do have the Mirana going down up there on the high ground near the Ancients, but everyone else still up and fighting for EHOME. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade right now, but they force out some real big ultimates.
That's so much fun on the Alchemist, though. He was farming the Undying Tombstone.
Oh.
He was doing that old school trick where you kill it.
Manta, I don't think Sanjanyasha Void should be a thing. What do you think?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, just making
like
sure.
Like you said. What you said, especially because of the mana leak, like that's the main thing. Like get a mana spell, take away the mana leak. That's always a nice thing. And okay, old Lanham. Bye bye, old Lanham. Finger of death executed. Oh no, they didn't use that. They just okay, never mind.
All right, so this has turned into a complete bloodbath. Moonlight Shadow coming in. The arrow not going to connect, but they should be able to lock down HYM instead. He does not get the chance to go in for that time walk, so that's a big kill onto the Void. Almost 500 gold going directly to the Mirana. Old Chicken now sitting at 2k in the bank. What's her next pick here? She's got the Blink. She's got the...
Imagine he's not going to be going for the BKB. I don't think there's any real reason to, because the only worrying thing right now is going to be the mana leak, which you can just use the Manta Style for. So I think just, Shiva's Scar's gonna be the most likely thing.
We've got Fenrir here in a Chrono. Big commit there for Keeper the Light. I guess anything is something here. We've got that Tombstone getting nice and healthy. DXM wants to farm it up, should be able to do so. It's going to be a net popped out from that Naga Siren, looking for something, but he is just so gosh darn tanky. Look at that armlet pop. It's old 11 now trying to flop away. I don't know if they'll be successful here. There is going to be that Soul Reap keeping him nice and healthy. There will be that Fire Blast popped out, so Lion could be the one in trouble here. Is going to get Soul Ripped to hell, and that's going to be a very dead Hell Beast. They get the Impale here, but there's a net that's going to be a very dead Nyx Assassin, as all of a sudden it looks like this fight has fallen back into EHOME's favor. There will be a deny popping out as, okay. Zeus is able to commit suicide. Mirana gives her life for that. Tier 2 ends up falling. What a chaotic mess of a fight in the last 2 minutes.
Indeed. I mean,
back, having to take a bunch of this. There will be a Void going in. That's a nice Chrono. Old Lanham just popped up into the air, getting alley-ooped here, but Naga's song makes sure that Chrono does not come to any sort of fruition, and that's going to be oh god, perfect worlds.
Lag, I see nothing.
You too, okay. It's not just me.
Lag. Okay, now it's fine.
Alright, so yeah.
People died, that's what we saw.
Yeah, it's certainly a buyback from the Undying. He's still up, he's still fighting. All of a sudden, Mirana makes it rain all over Vici, getting a triple kill there with a single Starstorm. That's neat. The buyback from the Undying, death onto the Ogre, but 3 heroes dead on Vici. Unstable Concoction finally connecting on her on the back line. So we've got the Void with the Chrono, going to connect onto 2. Old Chicken going to be the target here, but Naga Siren to the rescue once again, making sure those Chronos are completely nullified. HYM could be the lockdown target as he is going to go through, leap it off the damage, and that's going to be a kill down here in this skirmish. Old Chicken may end up losing the life. That's just going to be an Aegis, as again there was that successful Roche pick earlier. HYM once again going through. They get the Yules here onto the Alk, and that's going to be some lockdown here. Can they keep him in place? Looks like he's trying to channel up a stun, but he won't be able to do so. Trying to go for maybe a deny or at least a stall out, but Alchemist falls to the Mirana, and all of a sudden EHOME spiraling out of control here. Another Starstorm finishes off the Faceless Void. He doesn't have buyback. They're looking for more. Finger of Death popped out, as that is going to be a Lion who is angry and wants revenge. Naga may have overstepped her limits here. She's going to get stunned up, and that is going to be an Alchemist back. He's angry. That's going to be a kill onto the Undying as well, so a very back and forth fight. Mad King's help.
Okay, I mean, that was insanely well executed once again from the side of EHOME. Right now, he's not gone for like right click build, but I guess Archery Core is probably going to be more likely. That makes sense.
Yay, I helped. Alright, Fenrir somehow still alive here. Pain actually going to be the one in trouble as BKB dropped out from the Rana to kill off the bug. She's looking for more as Kitty Cat is out. She's hunting. There's going to be the Alchemist revealed here. He's got his BKB rolling, so that's going to be kind of scary. Moonlight Shadow popped out. There is going to be the stun here. Ogre laying in the damage. Old 11 going to get Yule's up. There is going to be that Chrono coming out as well. But once again, Naga singing. Nothing able to happen. Faceless Void feels like an absolute just slab of meat. Not able to do anything with his ulti. And that's really what he built for. He wanted just to be able to ulti in. He's got a BKB rolling now. There is going to be Lanham going in. Still alive somehow. And that's going to be okay. monster kill streak for the Mirana, who's still up, still fighting. She's got herself 3,000 gold on top of this. They really want to go in. They will get that slow off. Diffusal Blade popped out, and that will be a leap to the low ground. Can they still get the net off? It's going to be at least half a set of racks falling down. Looks like a full set will be the call, and then backing off. Maybe even some pressure in the mid lane now as H2O going singing once again. Naga Siren wants to initiate here. The arrow should connect onto Pain. There is going to be that Carapace to keep everyone nice and healthy. Meanwhile, Fire Blast there. Okay, RNGesus, please relax. That was a kill on the Lion that seemed inevitable. Now there is going to be a Chrono up. Old Chicken going to be the focus this time. Looks like Old Chicken may end up falling there as there's no Naga ult to bail him out. So that's going to be the Mirana going down for 992 gold. Faceless Void feeling mighty rich. Mirana buys back, should be able to get back into this fight. There's a net popped out on top of the stun. They bring the Moonlight Shadow as well. Looks like H2O going back in, taking a ton of damage. Burning, dropping everything he's got, but will be plopped down. Mirana goes right back on through, and that's a GG. EHOME take this series 2-0 against Vici Gaming.
What a game, man. What a game. I mean, there's nothing else to say than EHOME just played that perfectly. Vici Gaming, they had such a scary peak when the Alchemist got 6 slot. He did so much work, but in the end, like, second they started...